Hello, welcome to my knitting channel. I'm Shawl here from the strands of Africa, and you can reach me on Instagram, YouTube, and even email as Happy Ever Yarn. I've got a table full of stuff to tell you about. Some of it is progress on some whips. Then I've got some wishful knitting on my wish list. Knitting on my wish list. Wishful. Oh my. Should I start over again? I don't think so. And then I've got some make-alongs that I spoke about in the previous video that you can go and check out. I will give you my thoughts on that. And what else do I've got here? And I received a present. So I want to say welcome to everyone. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for supporting and watching. Especially to the new subscribers, you are most welcome, and please like and subscribe and add a comment and do the bell thingy not to miss out on anything. And yeah, October is not that far away. In October, just like last year, a lot of big things is going to happen, so don't miss out, hey? Okay, I really don't know where to start. I think I'll just say first, thank you very much to my special friend. She's also from South Africa. She sent me a parcel. She saw me, and I'm going to stretch over the table. Please do excuse me. And it's late Sunday already. It's like after 11 a.m. And so the streets are busy, and it has become noisy with the neighbors and so on. They've got children, and you might hear background noises, lots of cars and stuff. Quick weather update. It's been raining quite a lot the last 2 days, yeah, and apparently tomorrow is sunshine, so the sun wants to come through, but everyone is out and about, because if it rains, yeah, yesterday it was really very cold, very, very cold. I'm very sure it snowed somewhere, because on Friday it was a hot berg wind. So back to my story. That's what you're here for, hey? So my friend saw me knitting this shawl with this lovely yarn from EsTeresa Yarn Creations. It is her, I think it was the February one. She called it bouquet special yarn per month. It's actually sock yarn, and I'm making the I'll get there. One day you will sit down and watch me and say, oh, really? She's got all her rows in a duck. Ducks in a row. Wrong way around, Michelle. Well, that's not today. No, I don't have it here. I should have it here. Didn't I check it? Did I skip it now? Yeah. This one. I'm making the shawl from Stephen West. So if I counted correctly, there are 6 repeats. I didn't count this small, but it's a repeat. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 busy with my 6th repeat, and I thought I was not going to have enough yarn. And my friend know how I feel about yarn chicken, so she sent me more yarn, and it's the same. It's the same February from EsTeresa Yarn Creations, and it's a little bit darker than mine. You can't really see it on the camera, but in life it's more color on the outside, so I started on the inside where it's lighter, and it's lovely. It is soft. Just love the smell. And her mini that came with her, oops, sorry, I detangled it now, came with like this, and this is a little bit more softer toned than the one that I received, which is also lovely. Okay, so she saved me from yarn chicken. Thank you. And I just want to finish this pattern. Where's my thingy now? So last time that I showed you, I was here with a purple ball, yarn ball. So I want to finish this last repeat. I'm going to show you so many stitches on here. I'm going to finish the last repeat, and then I want to start in Afrikaans we call it a fold. Direct English is a frill, but I think in the knitting world it's called a ruffle. Please help me if I'm wrong, because it will just look nice. So it's already the width that I wanted, but with something flary at the bottom, it can look really very nice. Ooh, this spider hair. She also gave me 2 balls of Aloe Merino. It's a lovely warm brown, and a Knotty Habit keyring. Can you see that? Let me do it like that. It's so cute with a heart on it. And a cup that I'm using today. I think I need it. Oh dear. Let me just make space for it here at the back, that I don't miss on all this yarn. Okay, so that is my one project that I worked on. So while we add it, let me just move the stitch marker quickly, or in this case where I use it as a progress keeper, as close to the current row as then I can. There we go. Now you will be able to see how far I got next weekend. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'll stretch over everything. Okay, let me start from here. So in front of me I've got my sock. It's still not finished, so I do toe up socks. This is my own just playful knitting, and at least I finished the heel. I finished the heel, and I was here last time when I showed you this one, and I kind of started what I want to do in the leg portion, and then I pulled it back because I thought I'm too close to the ankle still. I still need to go up before I do that pattern. And my yarn is, I hope it's in here. So this yarn and the yarn for my color work is the same, and this is from Knotty Habits, and it's leftovers from a sweater that I knitted for my daughter. I think it was called Just Like That was the color name, and then the main color is in this very dark grape color, and that is from African Express Shawl. And I think the two just play along so beautifully. Okay, so that's my sock. I hope to have the leg finished to show you something more next time, or just a little bit. I'm going to just put it in the bag, zip it close, and put it on the ground that I can reach the next ones. Then I've got the saddle shoulder. That one that I can't pronounce, the right on the back. So it's a Carlisle saddle shoulder. It's really beautiful. I do it with EsTeresa Yarn Creations yarn. Where's the yarn? It's yarn. It's a purple, grey with rust spots in it. I'm sure you know this one by heart already. You might be glad to see that I'm busy with the second sleeve. And last time that I showed you, I was nearly finished with the the ribbing. So I just want to show you. I'm going to put my arm through here just to show you the ribbing. Please excuse this thread. Let me just try and tuck it away. There we go. So this is how it will look like. I think it's beautiful. And I mentioned last time that I think I want to make little videos to show you how I do my own thing, like doing my decreases here, and also how I did this, because it's some people might think it's goodish. I feel it's just putting a little bit of feminine into a normal sweater. I want to say jersey every time, that's why I hesitate to say the word, because the same pattern I'm using for my son. So I felt just like, okay, I need something extra here, and I think it looks really very nice. So I'll do some extra videos on this. How I will do it, I will still think about. I do have time because I can only film it when I get the second sleeve to that stage, but that should not stop me from knitting this. Hey, okay, so that is that one. Oh, I want to show you something. So I've got these, I don't know whether I showed you already, I just used it the other day again. Sorry, I got these barber cords in at the body side, and because they are plastic, they don't knot easily. So I put them on. I don't have needles on my body at all. I just have the barber cord on. So to prevent it from falling off, I've put in my cable needle and put the cords on both sides. I don't use the cable needle at this point. This is the very fine one, and I think it works perfectly, because now it completes the circle. So if it should pull it, it's fine. I'm also very wary that the barber cords might fall off, as some podcasters has mentioned from other countries. So it's not necessarily these type that we buy from Knotty Habits. That their ones might be thicker, their ones might be more flimsy plastic or material, not like this one. So I really don't know, but I'm just wary for picking up stitches and stuff. So what I've been doing is, if I put in a barber cord to fit and I leave my needles in there as well, I will pull my needle through the stitches and the beginning where the barber cord is, that is outside of my stitch circle, just to not have it that pull on it, if I should pull on it when I put it on, just to prevent any stitch loss. Okay, oops, sorry for that noise. That was my little tray. What year was this? This is memories. This was a lady and a gent at my work. The three of us went to do a Trafalgar tour in the UK, and we started in London and we went up all the way. Don't ask me the places' names, please don't. And we came back to London, and I bought this while we were close to, I can't remember. I really can't remember. It was really very cold that day. The lady that went with me went to buy a padded jacket like they wear in snow. Yeah. So, and then I bought this because to bring home, because I thought it's cute. It's with the knitting, but it also have the Scottish resemblance with the feet. And it's just because I wanted to make sure that it's not going to break when I bring it back. What's next? What's now closest to me? a homemade bag, a really homemade bag. I made this quite some time ago. When I took up knitting again, I saw all the people have nice bags and also wanted one, and I couldn't find one to buy, so I thought, okay, let me try and do it myself. It can't be that difficult. And I went to buy material, and my machine didn't want to play with. Oh my word, I had so much problems with my machine. But it came out, some of it came out nicely. This is the inside though. I only had this to put in here to pull it, so it's not pulling very nicely. I also didn't know to put it open on both sides, that you can pull it like both ways to make it close. So okay, so we learn. And in here I have this. Do you know what this is? The Battenberg blankets. It's a make-along. It's a 2-year make-along with Die Boervrou and independent crafters. I can't remember Liani's thing. I'll put it down below, I promise I do. They do a 2-year crochet along with this blanket. So the idea is that you have got light blocks or a main color, and then you have colorful ones in between. But most people make these from their colorful pieces from sock yarn leftovers. I don't have so much, so I'm using acrylic yarn. And to be a business system analyst with OCD, you have to see patterns. Please see my patterns. It's not random. I can't do random. My mind just can't do random. So I'm doing stripes sideways, but I'm struggling with a problem. This company, no, it's not this one. You know these big balls. You should know these big balls. It's 300 grams in South Africa. This one is called vanilla. This is my only one left. It's not, and it looks terrible, I know. It's not going to make an entire blanket. If there's anyone out there that I can buy from a vanilla from these 67 blankets Mandela yarn, please let me know. Okay, because maybe then I can fetch my blanket. Otherwise, I will pull it out. I will pull the where I've crocheted them together. I'll pull that out, and I will use it to just go once around each block, and then what do they call it? Connect them as you go, instead of stitching them separate, because then I've got the vanilla as a border around each one, so it should still look like a main color, but maybe then I'll have enough to do. So I've got these, and then I've got a few here too, and my colors is only the brown. It's raining again. Purple, pink. Can I do it like that you can see the color? There we go. I call this one granite because it's like a grey green. It's not totally just grey. And then I've got like a denim blue that I'm doing. I've bought this one. It's like a turquoise. It's a bit more blue than my curtains in real life, but I don't think it fits nice with these colors. I was lining it like this. It was too bright for me, so I took it out. So these are my 3 colors that I'm doing. 4 colors in the blue. Oh dear, they fell on the floor. Let me just put them in the bag. I can feel the cold from the rain coming through. It's like icicles. So what are you busy with? What have you been knitting? Are you crocheting something? Did you see all my make-alongs? I'm so excited about those make-alongs. Hey? Are you going to join me on the Japanese knitting one? So here's the yarn for my Japanese knitting one. So I'm going to use, and they're all falling apart. Oh dear, please help. Okay, let me just do this. So this is from EsTeresa Yarn Creations. So it's a pink speckles. And this grey with it, it's got the same pink color in there. And this is our Cara base. Both of them are the same. It's got nice, see, blue and pink. It's going to pick up that color very nicely. And then I've got this one, but I think this one's got linen with it. But it does tone in with that grey. For yarn chicken's sake. Okay, and I'm thinking of making a summer top. I don't have a pattern. Using this one. Let me just find it. Now I need to close up the thinking of using this one. And the construction pattern, I'm going to use the same than that one, or similar to that one. So let me just put this back. Let me just put these back. Before it's all over the show. On here, I like my tinglings. On here I've got, you put your stitch markers on it from EsTeresa Yarn Creations, gave it to me. Isn't it beautiful? I just love it. In my jewellery. Okay, so let me see whether I can get hold of that one. So this one is, did I print it? I hope I did. If not, at least I can remember the name of it. Here we go. This one is Be Beautiful from Pia from 50 Fabulous Knits. I really enjoy her podcasts too. And I'm knitting it with EsTeresa Yarn Creations, stuck somewhere. EsTeresa Yarn Creations yarn, sorry for that. It's quite colorful, and I'm mixing it with BigFox yarn. So you can see it's not 100% the same, but it does turn in. I'll show you. So let me show you the garment. I've done quite a bit on this one. So it's just tangled up in the yarn because I've got so many needles in here. So what got me from this Be Beautiful is the lace for the back. I just love that. And you can see how the EsTeresa Yarn Creations yarn knits up. It's nearly stripes, but not true. And I just love the peach and the green, it makes me happy. And I finished the one sleeve, and I brought in the BigFox yarn colorway with a little bit of alternative knitting there. And what I did change is, on the pattern she's got a lace as part of her hem at the bottom of the body, and because I'm making not short sleeves like she has, because I like to cover my upper arms, how do they say, our farmer women arms, can't remember now how they put it. Anyway, they call it like that because we also worked physically and picked up heavy stuff and stuff, so we did build muscle, and as we age we don't necessarily use it anymore and it becomes flabby. So what's the cure for that? No, not that you should not pick up heavy stuff. You should pick up heavy stuff because your core needs that to be strong when you're old. It is to not get fat. Keep on picking up heavy stuff. Anyway, back to the knitting. So this is my hem for my sleeve, and I think it will look nice. Let me see whether I can do the same that I did for the other one. I must just not lose my needles, because on this one I've got needles in the body. I don't have cord in for the body. And the sleeve of my t-shirt makes it funny now. My sleeve will come around about there, so it's loose, but it's fine. But it gives a nice trimming to it, nice and interesting. Hey, I think so. So I wish to finish the second sleeve. I've done the alternating colors already, so I'm just on the BigFox yarn green now, and it's called Cold Mint. Okay. So you can still have some of these, but the EsTeresa one was like a one of a kind. She couldn't make more of these. So then after doing the sleeve, I will carry on with the body, because I do have quite a bit left, and I'd like just separated for the sleeves, that little bit. There's the hem. So I should be able to do quite a bit still. Okay, so what I will do is I will put up, why do I have so many stitch markers here? I'll take one off. I'm going to put this one on the body. Ach nee, kom nou toe. As close as I can to where we are. So that one is on the body. It's a little bee from Art and Nickel. And then I will put this one, which is a little heart, on the sleeve where I am now. Then you should be able to see how did I go. Okay, let's put it away. And this is my kitty cat bag. I'm tangled up. Maybe I should show you the bag first. So I've got 3 skeins in here. This is my kitty cat bag from Art and Nickel, and it's very nice because on the inside I've got 2 pockets. So So in the one pocket I put my needles for the ribbing that I use for the ribbing, and my ball bands, and a piece of paper where I write on what size I'm doing. I did the ribbing a little bit different to the pattern, so I wrote that down that I can do the other one the same. And it's a drawstring back, and yeah, just put that needle back. There we go. It's also nice because it's got the a handle, so you can put it around your arm and walk in it if you want to. Sure, the table is nearly empty. Nearly empty. So that we spoke about. I need to stretch, sorry. So the next one is my color work. My color work is Fynbos. You should know this one. I haven't done anything on it. It's still where we last put the stitch marker. I put this one out for my Sunday knitting, but I'm not sure whether that's going to happen. And this is Knotty Habits yarn. Yeah, it's falling apart. So the pink one is That Is It colorway, and I'm sure that's one of the ones that she can reproduce. Oh dear, now I really can't reach. So on that side is my son's one that I'm busy with, and I did make a little bit of progress. Let me see whether I can stretch over the table. Okay, so this one is the urban sweater. This one, it's also a saddle shoulder. I do it with, there's lots of other yarn coming out of here now. Why? Because I'm tangled up. Oh dear. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. So this is with African Express Harmony, and the Harmony one is, the colorway is, it's nice. It's not, it's like a chocolate, but it's not a red. It's more like a wood color. It's not a caramel color. And last time we spoke, I just finished the neck. So this is the neck piece. So I put in the yellow one. These ones is to hold my spaces, or to tell me where to increase for the saddle shoulder. So let me see whether I can show you that. Let me just do it like that. So this will be the front, this will be the front, and that will be the, it's still a bit small to see, but there you see, this is the front, and then this is going over the shoulder. So this is just where I need to increase stuff, and this one is to show me where the middle back is, because that's the middle back. So it's not the progress keeper, it's just a space that it keeps for me. And the yellow one on this side I will move, that you can see my progress. While I do this, I've got some wishful knitting for my wish list that I would like to do. You saw this yarn that was gifted to me previously. It is from Yarn Art Flower, want to do a huge big shawl with it. It's got it's cotton and pack. I'm not 100% sure what is pack. It's a 250 grams and it's got 1,000 meters on it. 1,000 meters, 1 kilometer. Wow. Now I'm curious, if I would have added up all the knitting that I've done this year, how many kilometers would I've knitted? Do you know how much kilometer you knitted? Just leave it. Then I also want to do a shawl with these ones that I received as a gift. These ones. That one is upside down. Sorry. There we go. And I've got a pattern in mind. I just want to start that. So, do you think the color work is going to be done today? I mean, it is, what, nearly 12 o'clock already. So, I don't think so. I think I'm going to start all these little bits and pieces. And maybe start this one. I'm going to start this one. Because on this one, I also want to do extra videos. So I'm not a designer, not at all. I'm not a tutorial maker, not at all. But I can do videos to show you this symbol means that, and that's how I knit it, because the book is full of weird things. And sometimes the English next to it is like, still like, how do I do this really? And let me show you some more of these symbols. My pattern doesn't have funny ones, but I can do that. And then maybe also I want to talk about how I'm using one construction pattern with another stitch pattern, and how do I mix the two and things like that. I hope that will be interesting to you, but I haven't gone to do that yet. I will do that. I will get there. I think that's it. The table is empty, so it must be a thing. Yeah. Not sure what happened there. This is all that I can tell you. My table is empty. Thank you for watching my knitting journeys and journal, and I wish you well for the week ahead, and stay warm or stay hydrated if you're up in the north, and I wish you well for the week. Bye.